This is Lee with 82 Gaming 12, and I've got another video over Austerlitz 1805 Rising Eagles, published by Hexasim in 2016, and its designer is Vejdovsky. So this is actually video 13, and over here on the record track we're at the 1 p.m. turn. See how that says 12 a.m.? That should actually be 12 p.m. But anyway, so we've got end of turn rolls of 10 and then 9, and then the French still get their die roll modifier for first player, determination of the turn. So, sponsors, we've got Dr. Pepper, established in 1885, authentic blend of 23 flavors. If you want to be a pepper, go to drpepper.com. Check them out. And then we have testers. This is a branch of the Rust-Oleum company, and testers is their modeling branch. They take care of the modeling supplies, paints, and equipment, and other supplies. So there's some paint right there. And then this clear spray adhesive. I'm sure there's lots of different uses. I use it for print and play games. Okay, whether it be like putting a map on a thicker surface, or making the counters. Okay, that works really well, and I find that it stays put on a paper surface like cardboard or some other form of paper, thick paper or whatever. So I've used it, and I've got some that, like I said before, it lasts. I've got some that I made many years ago, and they're still stuck. They're not peeling off. So just kind of show you what we got over here. We've got the orders maps there. We've got the organizational charts there, where I have the units that have been removed due to step losses, okay, and other reasons for, which is still step losses, if they wasn't able to retreat and so forth, or if they had to exit the map due to route. So let's take a look here. We've got one thing about one of the rules. I need to point this out, that I guess I just happen to miss. Let's see if I can flip through it real quick here. Okay, so this is the main battle campaign scenario, and here at the top here, right above the victory conditions, some of this, it says once per game and per side from the 11 a.m. order phase and onward. Okay, one side can declare a full order reset. This player can change any order of its side automatically during this order phase. So that means that the coalition, which has been kind of handcuffed due to its generalship, you may say, historically, they've had this down here when it deals with the orders here. The coalition player would roll 1 die 6, and then they would subtract 4, which means they don't really have much chance of changing orders unless they do it through an activation from a commander, which they've got Let's see, three commanders that can change orders, or just two? Alexander and Kutuzov, I guess. So just two that can change orders. The French, however, roll 1 die 6 and subtract 3, but they get a minimum of 1, and that's not including the Davout order change that they can do, and they can do that every turn. So I think this turn, I do believe I'm going to invoke that main battle plan change for both armies. This is important turn due to the victory conditions. The coalition have to have at least 5 flags, and I think they're going to have 5 flags unless several can be stolen here. I believe there's 3 over here where Davout's at, and they've got Telnus right now, and I believe they've got Sokolnitz, but also that Crossroads. And this is very vital. This is worth 100 points. So we're going to have some changes there on where some of these forces are going to be going, especially for the coalition. They're going to want to push toward that supply hex because of the value of it. And also we've got Salt here. I've got him pushing down here to try to do something about Przemysl, but there's no flag there. Okay, so I think I'm going to have Salt's going to actually come up here and maybe have him go all the way to St. Anton and cross across the Pratzenberg Heights, but I'll have to count how many hexes that is. He's got to be, I believe it's within 15. So, and I'm going to have the Guard, okay, under Bessieres, okay, they are going to move to stop Przemysl, okay, if he attempts to do anything behind the French lines there. He might be trying to go north to that supply hex up there, which they've got to protect, plus Zerlin Kugel there. And let's see, down here, we've got Kolrath is going to try to hold on to, what's that, Blazowitz, okay, while Murat and Bernadotte are going to push to try to possibly take it. So we've got that going on, and I think Lons here is going to have to turn, and he's going to have to challenge. He's going to have to turn and do something about Constantine. Constantine's going right here. There's no flag there though, so I may have to change his. Up to here. He needs to be going to a flag. He don't need to be going there. Right there, he can go to Stanton Hill. So that's where probably Constantine's going to be redirected. Bagration may fall back to cover Zorzitnir. However you pronounce that, I'll put you up there to it. Zorzitnir post house, and also you got, of course, the supply X. So, and that's where Duroc is going. That's his objective. So he's going to keep going there. So that kind of gives you an idea of what we're going to be doing here. Liechtenstein is in full route, okay, with what he's got left. And then over here we've got Kinmeyer. He's kind of really don't have much left. I think he's got these 2 units, and that's it. He's really been decimated. So, and I think Przemysl may try to go back door there on the French and see what he can cause back in there behind. Maybe looks like, well, there is a rule about tourists, but over here. But he's got to have a complete path from tourists going all the way back down here to Austerlitz, okay, which is right here. You can, right there. You've got some stuff in the way though. So Austerlitz and this road, okay, cutting through there. If they can have a route, okay, free of enemy units, which he's not going to be able to do that. He'd have to remove all Salt's forces. So, all right, so that's what we're looking at. So we're going to have some command changes, order changes, not command, but order changes for some of these. And some of them are going to stay the same, but some of them are going to change. And so that's what we do first. That's the first thing for the turn. Last turn ended fairly quickly. Didn't get very many activations because of the end of turn die rolls, and this time it's 10 and 9. So got to roll 11 or 12, and then a 10, 11, or 12 to get those to stop the turn. So I'm going to connect this to the thing here. Okay. All right. So let's start down here with the order changes. One thing is I'm going to change. I have Davu going here, but he don't have the forces to do that. Okay. So he is going to fall back to here. So, oops. Artillery goes back in there. Okay, and the AG, he's still got that. That just shows they got command of that. Let's see, that's okay. So I'm gonna have Doktorov, first column, is still gonna go to the crossroads, while Langeron is going for the French supply hex. So let's change that. And let's move on. Okay. So we got that changed. Okay. Then here we've got, I said that I was going to have Salt's Salt come down here to St. Anton, which is right there. So he's, oops, that was a big jerk. So see, I got to count though. He's got to be, I think, within 15. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay, he's within 15. Okay, so he can go there. So we've changed him. Okay. And let's see, Presbyshall. He's not close enough. I think, let's see, he's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay. So, let's see, he's here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 13, 14, 15. So he would have to go here. That's the closest that he could get to. Which is just so just to show you where I want to go, I want to go here, but he doesn't have, he's not close enough. So or Zerlin Kugel. So there's not really any flags here, not anything to gain. He could go to Gerskowitz, and that would get in behind Bernadotte and Marat, and also get in here possibly behind Salt. Or I could have him fall back to protect Pratzenberg. So I could have him come back to Pratzenberg. He would have to. He's going to be slow moving. I don't think he's going to be. He wouldn't get there in time. But it's going to be slow moving the other way too, because he's got to go. He's got these some Salt horses in front of him. So let's see here. He needs to do something because, like I said, this turn is where we're checking these flags, these objective hexes. Right now, the coalition army is split. But the French have run into a buzzsaw up here against Bagration and Constantine. And then the artillery that Colorado has right here, lined up across here, that's pretty massive, especially considering he's got those 15 strength artillery, we call them grand batteries maybe. So anybody has found or come across something that limits the use of the grand batteries together? I know that in one hex, the most you can fire out of one hex is 15 strength points, but you can combine artillery from different hexes. But the most really that strength point wise is going to be 20 that you're going to be able to count. So because you only can get a -2 in regard to artillery strength. So. But let's go back to what we're doing here. We've got a dilemma here. We've got to decide what's best to do with Przemysl. And I think he needs to. I think it'd be futile for him to try to race. He can't race up there. He's better off trying to either maybe help defense here. He could drop back to Anton, but I think I'm going to have to go back to Pratzenberg. Okay, so that's where he's going to go. He's going to Pratzenberg. Let's put him right there. Okay, so that's where we got him going. All right, Salt I took care of, and I said that. Liechtenstein, he's routing right now, but I'm going to have him go to Starovinarahadi. If he can recover. And so that takes care of that. We've got, what did I say? I said that if you go up a little higher here, Let's move over here. So we've got Bessieres is, yeah, he's en route. Instead of going to Austerlitz, he's going to go en route to back up in case President Shaw does something different. So I'm going to have him go toward Austerlitz. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Yeah, he can reach. Okay, so instead of going here, they're going to Austerlitz. So that takes care of him. Okay, let's see here. So Colorado is going to stay with his orders. I don't know. I guess he could push toward Grzikowicz. Okay. That would be pretty ambitious, especially since you got Solt there. I think he's just going to have to hold. But we want to change Constantine. Who's this? Well, looks like I already got. I know Bagration needs to fall back. So I'm going to put him back. So Bagration is going back to that post house back here. This is where he's going. These guys are going to fall back. The guard is going to go to the Sand Hill. Okay. So the guard's going to go to Sand Hill. Migration's going to fall back to that post office. And then we've got Lons. I think he can let Duroc take care of the post office, post house, I think. And he could press down. There's not anything here. He's going to push down here to Blasewitz. So that's where Lons is going to go. He's going to Blasewitz. Okay, so 23 minutes to change all the orders, the battle plans for everyone. And so now we're ready to go to the initiative. And we can't have I got a good unit explanation here on the back of this scenario booklet. That's nice. Okay, so nice. We're going to roll for initiative. Alright, so the French have 10 and the coalition have 7. We subtract 2 from the French, that makes it 8. So it's the lower dice total. So the coalition get to go first. Okay. Alright, so now we see who will go first. care of some cords. I got these cords for my lights. This is not going to be a long video. I've got to stop and got some things I've got to take care of. So that's where we're at. A little bit of a sheen there on our map there. Okay, so I think I want to try to get the move on Devu down here. So I'm going to try to activate Langron down here. And of course he's down here in this corner. Well, he's in Solkovitz is where he's at. And so Langeron there has an 8. So trying to think here. What's going on? I think I've been rolling. I was rolling for Devu down here to try to rally some troops, and the only way he can do that is if they go into a defense. Well, no. Okay, yeah. Okay, geographic defense or no order status. Okay, it's an option freely exercised with restriction when the formation is activated. In this case, the current order is not applied. Non-routed units cannot move more than 1 hex or engage in melee combat or fire combat. Under these conditions, a rally attempt may be done. Okay. For all routed units from that formation on the map, even if they are not within the command range. So, the rally attempt is performed after all non-routed units of the formation have moved. Okay. So, all right. So I was okay with that. I needed to look at that. Wanted to see what to make sure that I was doing some of that right. Okay, so I need to cut that. I think what I did was that I could actually cut that, but that's right, I don't need to cut it right now. Okay, so we're rolling for, probably wondering, what are you talking about? You need to cut what? I'm wanting to cut this excess off of this. I've said I'm going to do that, but I haven't. I need to cut the excess off of there. So, this is just like, I got this at Michael's, I believe. It's a wood shadow box is what it is, but it makes for a great die box, you know, for rolling dice in. And it's not very big, but big enough. And, you know, your dice can hit the sides and careen off and so forth. So, okay. Later on, so you get a good roll. Okay, so I rolled a 9, so he can't activate. Okay, so let's move to Doctorov. Okay, so we're gonna have to go to Doctorov, see what he can do. All right, I got a 6. Okay, and he's a 7. Okay, so let's pull back a little bit, and I think I've got some of his forces even further back. Yeah. So if we pull back even more, he's got these 3 units here. This unit is Langerens. Okay, and then he's got these units here. That's not his. That's not his. That's not. So it's going to be these forces here. So fire-wise, let's see. I don't think there's anybody in range for us to do any firing with those. So we're trying to get to here. Yeah, we don't have. There's the big grand battery that I need to put somewhere. I don't want to put it down there. It won't be much use. Okay, so here we go. We're going to go downhill. Didn't cost anything. Just on a slope, it only cost. What's this? A steep slope, and that is well, that might be considered a steep slope. No. Let's see what the yeah, it's not the dark. It's not the dark color like the other one over there is. It's the light one. So it's only for upward movement. Okay, so he's got 3, so he's going to go 1, 2, and of course he can't because he can't reach it because of that's steep. Or at least I think it is. No, that's steep. That's steep. Part of this is steep. This looks like it's not, then that's steep. Okay. That over here's steep. But I guess maybe that's not steep. That might just be regular. So you'll be able to go ahead and go in there. I guess that's not steep. This steep is, if we're looking at steep, see the difference is a really dark. Okay, all of this up here is, I guess, is not steep. It's not the dark. So even though it kind of thought it was, it's not. It's not steep, it's just a regular slope. I think that's the way I was playing it. So these guys in the back, I'll move them last. See if we got any combinations of units here. Okay, so this guy here goes 1. Let's see, goes 1, 2, 3 right there. Of course, I want to have this guy go 1, 2. Of course, these 2 artillery units can't move into somebody. These 2 guys, 1, 2, 3. 2. That's where he's going to be. That's what we got here. Artillery, this guy here. 1, 2, 3. 2. 2. I don't know if I can put that guy in there. One of them can go in there for sure, but let me see what we got under here. Yeah, there's too much. I can put 1 there. Okay, this other one, you can go in here. Okay, 2. We got too much here. That's 10, that's 20. No, he can go in there. Would be, yeah. Okay, then here, let's see, he can go across, cost 2, right? To go across the string plus 2, so that would be all of his movement. So he would go to here. This guy here, 1, 2, 3. This guy here, 1, 2, 3. So, oh, well, let's see, they were probably, is right here. 6, so he was in command. These guys here, though, let's see, he was in here somewhere. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, okay. 3, 4, 5, 6. I think he was probably out of command. I have to roll for him. Okay, I rolled enough. 3, and then this guy down here that we didn't see. Okay, he's a 6. I rolled a 4. Okay, he's on that road. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He can move to there. Okay, so now we would go to our combat. Okay, which is going to be, we've got these 2 guys. We've got an artillery piece there. But we also have a we have a light infantry. No, we don't. We don't have a light infantry. So it's just that artillery. Okay, so we're going to go with our defensive fire. I didn't put the markers for the. Gotta put the markers down here. They only get like a couple of activations here. All right, so we've got that unit, or those units, and then these units. And so these guys are firing on these guys. And I don't have a light infantry, so it's just gonna be straight up. I rolled a 7, no effect. So now we go here, and that's a 2 strength artillery, so that's gonna be +1. Because of adjacent target, that's gonna be -1, so it's just even. Ooh. That means it just got blasted. Canister tore through the coalition forces there. That's going to be 2 steps and a quality factor check of 2. So, +2. So, all right, let's move this out of the way. Okay. Could cause a lot of issues here. Okay, so he's an 8. So according to the rules, you roll the quality factor check prior to removing losses. Okay, that's something that I was not doing correctly. Thanks to Marchana. that pointed that out in, I think it was video 11 maybe. The comments are there. So I appreciate that. Okay, so we rolled a 7. We have to add 2, so that becomes a 9. So they're going to have to retreat. But before that, they're going to take a loss. So, okay, they've got to be able. So this guy's going to take a hit, and that guy's going to take a hit, and then all of them have to retreat. See, this guy's a 9. What do we got? 8. 8 and 5 is 13. So yeah, they can't go here. So they end up there. Okay, so we take this away. And then we have this other attack here that follows through. Okay, so defenders have, this guy's the one on top, 8. Attackers have 9. Okay, and he's going up slope there, so that's going to be a +1. All right, so we got 9 to 8. That's even. Quality factor is going to be a -1. It's this unit. So we know what's going on. So it's 7 to 6, so that's going to be a -1. Okay, but we go up slope. That's going to be +1. So we're at 0. So it's just flat out even. Oh ho! Look what the coalition just rolled. So that's going to be reduced. Well, all of them are going to be reduced. We don't have to roll. They're just all reduced. They're gone. Okay, so those are eliminated. They're both already reduced, so they're eliminated. The 108th line. Okay, we're just crushed, and so they get to move up there. And that's all of Dr. Roth's activation. Right there. Okay, so thing is, Davu he's trapped now. He's gonna have to fight his way out of there. I guess. Well, he can. What's more important? I think a leader can move through the enemy Zoc. Let's see. I don't know if he gets fired on. Okay. Let's see, Zoc movement. Where's that at? Okay. Leaders, infantry, and artillery units must stop. Okay, so leaders have to stop. Okay, but Davout can't move. He can't, because he can't move from one Zot to another that's not occupied by a friendly unit. So they're going to have to fight their way out of there. They get attacked, they could actually get taken. So okay, I'm going to activate Davout because this is pretty important down here. But I've got to roll for end of turn with Dr. Ock's end of his activation. I rolled a 6. Okay, so we're okay there. All right, so I'm going to roll for Davout. I rolled a 6, so Davout's going to activate, and he's going to do the rally. He's going to try to rally the rally units down here, and so that's what we're going to do. So let's go ahead and put this activation right there close to him. All right, so we're going to roll for these guys first. Okay, got a 6. I rolled a 4. Okay, so I think, yeah, we just checked all the way down. Okay, so they both rally because that's a 6 and an 8. Okay, now we're going to go to this one. He's a 6. I rolled an 8, so he's not going to rally. Okay, right here, he's a 6. We need these, Davout needs these guys rallying. That's a 9, that's not going to help. Okay, and then this large group here, he desperately needs something there, so let's see what happens. I rolled an 8. Wow. Okay, we've got one here that's going to rally. That may help a little. All right, so that's all of his activation. Of course, we got to roll into turn, and I rolled an 11. So wow, could have an into turn really quick. So let's stop and think here a minute. You can't go Davout yet. So I'm going to go back over here. I'm going to try Presbyshah. I'm going to try to pull him back toward Pratzenberg. So let's see if we can activate him. He's a 7, and I rolled a 9, so I can't activate him. I want to do something up here with. I'm going to go with vibration. 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 That'd be Russian. I don't know how to speak Russian. All right, so vibration is a 9, and he's basically got orders to pull back. So, I rolled a 10, so I can't use him. All right. Well, let's go with, let's try Colerath, who's right here. We use his artillery, fire some more at Moral's troops. That's a 5. All right, so we're going to activate, we can activate Colerath. Okay. And he's just defending Blazowitz. He's not looking to do anything else. So he is going to be just basically offensive fire. He don't want to really do anything else. Maybe move some troops around, maybe. But he's got to stay. I need to maybe move. I think maybe this. Well, maybe I'll just. I could do a independent move. But. See, Blazowitz is right there. 2, 3, So he could actually move here. But we're firing first. So, okay. All right. So, let's see what we got here. What we got? Okay, so we've got 13 here. Okay, so I actually got these guys and these guys firing right here. Okay, so that's going to be 13. That's going to be a -1 for strength. And I rolled a 6, becomes a 5. 5, I think is, it's a, no, I think it's a step loss. Yeah, 5 is a step loss, plus a quality check. So before I take the step loss, roll the quality check, and they passed. I rolled a 3. So this top unit gets turned over. And then those guys both get the fired marker. Okay, what is all in here? I think it's all the stacks of everybody going there. Okay, you know what? I can move those off. I don't have to have all that on there, blocking all that up. Let's just put it back here with this stuff. Okay, so we've got that guy could have fired, but that's all right. These two are going to fire there. This guy's going to fire. This guy here is going to fire 1, 2, 3 right there. He's going to have a +2 though, because he's firing 3 hexes. Plus 3 or 4 hexes. He's got to add +1 because of the coalition. Okay, they're 4 artillerymen. Okay, so +2. Oh, that's a 12. So that's. So that didn't pan out. That's fired. Okay, so now we have this one and this one. They're both firing those guys. Okay, so that's 20. That's going to be -2. And that's 8 becomes 6. That's just a quality check. Rolled a 6 and they've got a 7. Okay, and then the next attack will be from this